Become a patron at www.patreon.com/Golden Era Bookworm for hard to find books, scans of rare photos and articles on the golden era of bodybuilding. Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here. Today I'd like to talk about silver era exercises that were used for reducing the waistline. Using the lap machine back then, or nowadays the cable pulley station, this article written by Charles A. Smith back in 1950 features some excellent exercises for reducing the waist and creating a fantastic midsection. And wouldn't we all want, men or women, want a ridiculously tiny waist like the iconic Reeves pictured here? I mean, look at that tiny waist, and I mean, this guy is just glowing with health. He looks phenomenal. I love this photo of Steve Reeves. This article starts off by noting the importance of having a healthy visceral organs as well as a muscular waistline, as both are critical to vitality and health. In the silver era, both the health and the beauty of the human physique went hand in hand, and that's what I love about these articles from this particular period of the silver era. This article not only shows you exercises that help muscularize the waistline, but exercises that improve the health of the visceral organs, which together give one a reduced and muscular waistline, preventing the gut distension that we see nowadays. I hope you enjoy this video. Now, the first exercise that is demonstrated here is the pulley crunch, where you place a bench under the bar and you seat yourself on it, and you pass, in this case you'd probably attach a rope attachment, and you have this overhead, and you'd hold on to it with both hands so that the knuckles are up and the back of the forearms are to the front as pictured in the diagram. You want to tuck your chin on the upper chest and slightly around the back, and then from this position you begin to crunch all the way down until your elbows hit the top of your hips, as you can see in the photo, or the groin area. And you return to the start position, and you can see the motion is shown here in that shadow as well as the figure. So you've got the up and down motion clearly shown in these figures, and you want to move up in repetitions, firstly starting off with 10 reps per set and eventually performing a couple of sets of 20 repetitions. Now, the second exercise given in this program is the twisting crunch, where you sit on the floor with the legs extended, and again you want to grab the rope attachment from the pulley as in the previous exercise, basically the knuckles facing up, and this time as you crunch down you twist down so that your right elbow touches your left leg, then you come back up, and then you perform another repetition where your left elbow goes to your right leg. And again you want to move up with your repetitions. You want to increase them over time, starting off with 2 sets of 10 reps and eventually doing 2 sets of 20 repetitions. Now, the third exercise given here is I like to call something like a hanging off the bench crunch. And although we can't have everybody holding our legs as shown in the position here, I like to think that you could use a hyperextension bench where you can actually hook the back of your legs onto and put that under a lap machine as you perform the exercise. Again, like most of these crunching exercises, you want to keep your chin tucked in and your back slightly arched as shown in the diagram, and you obviously are going to lie face down on the hyperextension bench in this case and perform the crunches towards the floor, initially trying to do 2 sets of 10 reps and working up to 2 sets of 20 repetitions. The fourth exercise recommended is for the oblique muscles, where you stand under the machine, again using a rope attachment, and you would pull down the weight with either the right or left hand depending on how you're standing. And again, you want to pull, in this case, pull away from the lap machine. So if you were standing, I guess, with your, for example, with your left shoulder towards the lap machine, you want to bend towards the right, as clearly shown in this diagram. You want to pull away from the lap machine. Again, performing 10 reps each side initially for 2 sets and working up to 2 sets of 20 repetitions. Now, the last 2 exercises that are listed in this article are excellent for reducing the waistline, toning the spine, so it's really good for spinal health, and toning the viscera, so it's excellent as well for your internal health. The first of these 2 is called the standing front bend, where you grab a short bar with arms extended overhead, as you stand under the machine, and you pull the weight down by bending at the hips. You want to start with 2 sets of 10 reps and work up to 2 sets of 20 repetitions. Now the last exercise recommended in this program, again, very good for reducing the waistline, excellent for your spinal health and for your internal viscera. So it's really good for reducing the waistline overall. You want to lie under the machine again, but this time with your legs extended at length overhead. You can see this guy's actually using iron boots, which thread through the bar, but of course we don't have to do that nowadays. Nowadays we've got attachments even for our feet. And as you can see, he's just bending at the waist as he pulls the weight down with his feet, again away from the lat machine in this case. You want to work 2 sets of 10 reps and eventually move up to 2 sets of 20 repetitions. And that concludes the program of using the cable pulley station for complete abdominal health and development. Now if you'd like to learn more about the Silver Era legends and how they develop their certain body parts, I highly recommend you get on my website www.goldenerabookworm.com, where I have several books, including those of Steve Reeves that I've personally written. For example, how I developed my waist and how I developed broad shoulders, all available on my website www.goldenerabookworm.com. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video on the Silver Era methods using the cable station as we have nowadays in the gym for developing the waist and toning the viscera and the spinal column even. These exercises truly reflect the principles of training back then, which were all about health and strength. And I mean, this photo really just sums it up. I mean, this is what the Silver Era was all about, wasn't it? Beauty, grace, and health. And what a package that presents it most perfectly like Steve Reeves. I mean, this photo, I know he's nude, it still speaks volumes, doesn't it? It's just beautiful to see. It's like watching a human sculpture in real life. It's fantastic. And it's interesting as well when I reflect on this article, because these motions, especially these tucking motions on the cable pulley, are performed, for example, or were performed later by the Golden Era legends too, like Arnold. You've seen it in Pumping Iron, I'm sure. Frank Zane, Dave Draper, they all actually perform these tummy tuck motions using the cable pulley station. So it's not just the Silver Era, but the Golden Era too that incorporated such techniques. And I mean, look at all of them. They've all got tiny muscular waists. So it does say something. It does say a lot. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't to the Golden Era Bookworm, leave me your comments, and thank you for watching. If you'd like to support my research and work, please donate via PayPal, subscribe and become a patron, or you can visit my website www.goldenerabookworm.com for out-of-print books and courses on old school bodybuilding. And if you'd like to get in touch, contact me via email. I'm always happy to receive mags and books from your old collections if you wish to part with them. Thank you again for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. This is the Golden Era Bookworm. Bye for now. And for an entertaining look at the history of bodybuilding's supplement industry, I would highly recommend watching Subs the Movie, which I have collaborated in, available at Amazon Prime and Vimeo.
Hi everybody, I just want to recommend this phenomenal book, Vince's Secret Locker, volume number 2 by Carl Coyne. I've been looking at this for about 4 weeks and I can't put it down. If you get a chance, check it out. He also has a part 1 that I highly recommend also. Vince was the trainer to the stars and had an amazing, interesting gym that today there's still not equipment like it around. It was all made out of wood. He'll be on our radio show coming up probably in the next couple weeks or so. Have a great day, and again, highly recommend this book.